welcome back to the channel. This is actually going to be a special Hackers of Michigan episode today. I'm at Tyrone Hills in Fenton. We actually are going to cover this course, all 18 holes, in episodes 22 and 23 on the regular big course reviews. But today I'm just going to play the front nine. It's kind of a different episode for me because my father passed away a few days ago, and I've been busy with future commitments that I made before he passed away that I couldn't get out of. I had a charity event and some other things, so it kind of hit me a little bit hard today. So I was trying to figure out what to do instead of sitting at home. My options were to sit home and think about everything, or sit home and watch the Lions, which is probably the worst thing that anybody could do. So I actually threw around the idea of maybe having one of my dad's friends come out, or maybe some family come out with me to maybe talk about my dad as we went through the front nine here. But I really decided just to come out by myself. It's the first time I'm golfing alone, so that's another first today. So we'll see how that goes. A little nervous, I don't know why. Not really nervous, but just I don't know, just a little different feeling being out, getting ready to tee off by myself here. So we'll see how that goes. But to keep it interesting for you guys, because I know a lot of most of the followers don't know me personally and don't have the interest maybe in my father, but I'm going to be keeping score, and let's see how far my drives go today. We'll document all of my drives and see what kind of yardages I'm getting. It should be still a decent episode for everybody. I'll be able to show you the front nine and give you a glimpse of Tyrone Hills and what it's like to play through the front nine here. So that's about it, guys. We'll see how this goes today. A hole one coming up, Tyrone Hills in Fenton. Good bounce. Nice roll towards the flag, guys. Let's see. A good miss, you guys. Here after 3 shots. I'm actually not off the green. I'm on the green. So this will be my putt for a par here. A long holiday. And no. Take a drive. All right, start off with 5. Going on hole 2 at Tyrone. A quick rundown on my dad, I guess. He was 80 when he died. He was born 1941. Died October 20th, 2021. So had a full life. Battled Alzheimer's though for good 10, 15, not quite 15 years, but it was close to. He started losing it about 2006, so it really has been 15 years that he really battled it. So he grew up. He's had 3. He has 3 siblings, all sisters. Grew up in a Catholic home. I know he joined the military. Came out. He met my mom at the old Detroit train station in Detroit, and I think it was 65 or 66. Anyway. So they got married. My parents' anniversary is July 8th, and so they were married 55 years. So I had a long, good marriage with my mom. He worked for General Motors for 30-odd years, retired from GM. A good man. So anyway, hole 2 coming up, guys. Hole 2 is 338 from the whites, par 4. See what I can do. I wanna be there. I wanna be. This is going to be my 5th shot already. I'm going to have to get a calculator out pretty soon if I don't get it in here. So took me 5 to get on, and it's pretty far away from the flag here. So I know you see them. I know you know. Not a snowman. I'm off to a rough start. All right, guys. I'm on hole 3 here at Tyrone Hills. Hole 3 is a par 3 from the whites. It's 191, so let's see what I can do. A couple of fun facts about my dad. He
loved those little wafer candies, those Necco candies, and never understood why he liked those. But that guy, he loved those. Always had those on him, and if you bought those for him and brought them to him, he would eat them in 5 seconds. So definitely his favorite candy. I never understood it, but thought that was something kind of funny. Also, too, I never saw my dad eat a taco. Hated tacos. My mom would make us tacos once in a while, and she would have to make him a burger or something different because he refused to eat tacos. So I don't know if he had a bad taco experience or what one day, but never in my life did I ever see him eat a taco. But anyway, guys, hole 3, part 3, tee shot coming up.
Always discreetly, you complete.
Hey guys, 2 shots already in a par 3, and I'm still
I never wanna let you go.
Got a 6 on a par 3. Alright guys, just got up to the 4th tee box here. Hole 4 at Tyrone Hills is 506 yards. It's a par 5, so might be on this hole a while. We'll see. A couple other maybe not fun facts, but facts about my dad is he ate really fast. I mean, he was always done super quick. I think maybe it had to do with him being in the military. Maybe they only had a lot of time to eat, it seemed. And for whatever reason, he always was a quick eater, always so fast. And I'm assuming it was just because of his military career. Always thought that was a little humorous for me too when he would finish so quick. But another thing too is his humor. I have memories of watching Looney Tunes cartoons with him on the weekend, and him like dying laughing at the Roadrunner and Bugs Bunny and things like that. So I don't know if he was just laughing at those things for my benefit, or he really thought they were funny, I think. But anyway, I got those memories too. Anyway guys, hole 4 tee shot coming up. Oh, finally a good drive, you guys. I gotta tell you guys, I mentioned it in the intro, this is my first time really golfing solo, and I love it. I mean, this is nice. I mean, it's always nice to have a group with you to be able to have that camaraderie and enjoy a game. But this is definitely a different type of feel, not a bad feel at all. It's really relaxing and very therapeutic, I think, for me, especially if you're stressed out about life. We're all dealing with a lot in this time, so definitely recommend if you can get out by yourself to do it, guys. It's really nice. So all right guys, let's see what I can do with my second shot here at hole 4 at Tyrone Hills. Another burn. All right, that's what it is. All right, there it is, guys. I'm gonna try to hit this with my 3-iron, guys. I don't know if I've ever used a 3-iron here, so ever out of my bag. So we'll see how this goes. Unfortunately, I'm going to the wrong green. I'll play that later. Man, just not getting any distance. Number 8. All right, another snowman. This one is on a par 5. All right, guys, just got to the 5th tee box here. Number 5 is from the whites. It's 323 yards. So, see what I can do. Hopefully, I can try to recover a little bit in these last holes, so my score doesn't get close to 150. But yeah, guys. Again, maybe something else about my dad. I'm just trying to think as we work through the course here. He went to Lawrence Tech for mechanical engineering, and again, I mentioned he retired from GM and design engineering. But I always thought that he would have been maybe better of a carpenter into architecture, because he seemed like he liked that a lot. I don't know. That's just my guess. I mean, we had a above ground pool, and he built a huge deck around the whole pool and did an awesome job. It looked great, and he seemed to have a lot of fun with it, designing it himself and all that stuff. So I was always wondering, it seemed like he really enjoyed it. Maybe he got into the wrong type of engineering, but I don't know. He also was into train layouts, miniature trains, that hobby, and he built a huge train layout, which I can show you. Post a picture up here in his basement. It took up a good portion of the basement. It kind of represented the Smoky Mountains in one area in Pennsylvania and things like that. So he and it's such detail in all the layouts that he has and all the little towns and the trees and the hills and stuff on his layout. He really had a eye for detail, and it seemed like he really enjoyed that too. So again, just a couple of interesting things to know about him. I'll post those images of the layout and see if I can find something to the deck. But anyway, hole 5 tee shot coming up. Let's go find it. All right. Get up there. Decent third shot. After 4 shots I'm on, it's a par 4. See what I can do here. So I'm gonna get a bogey here. And that was a long putt, guys. Nice try. Huh. All right, there you go. 7. All right, guys, I just got up to the 6th tee box here. Hole 6 is 301 yards from the white, so another par 4 we got going for us here. Before I tee off, just wanted to also just let you know my career as an engineer. I'm thankful to my dad because, as you know, he was in engineering as well, and he worked for General Motors, like I mentioned earlier. He actually got me an interview there back in '94, and I had a really good interview. I ended up getting hired, and my career, the rest is history for me. I mean, I worked at GM for 5 years, and I switched over to my current job at Adient. Been there for 22, JCI/Adient for 22 years. But yeah, my dad obviously had the confidence in me. I guess I didn't realize at the time, but he was, I guess, one of my biggest fans. He knew that I could do it, or else he wouldn't have set that up for me. So I'm always thankful to him for that. And I guess I've only had the 2 jobs since then, since '94. So I'm thankful for his example as far as work ethic goes. He was always a great example when it came to making sure that you were always on time for your work and did your job and took those kind of things seriously. So he was always a great example for that. But anyway, 6th tee shot coming up, guys. Good contact, really high, not far. Not too bad. Double bogey. All right, just got to the 7th tee box at Tyrone Hills here. Number 7 is a par 3, 162 from the white. So let's see if I can get a par here. Again, my dad loved radio control planes, radio control boats. He built this huge tugboat when I was younger, guys. I mean, I'll post a picture. I think it was about, 5 feet long maybe, and there's pictures of him pulling us around in inner tubes in the lake, and the tugboat that he built. He also liked radio control planes. Would take him years to build. Like, I remember he had this P-51 that he built, and it just took him years and years to build it. And he would take all this time, put all these detail in these planes, and he would end up crashing them, or something bad would always happen, and just in an instant, it's all that work is gone, and it didn't seem to bother him. It's just and then he'd just go spend a couple more years building another one, and I don't know. I couldn't handle that. I'd be in tears, I think, if I'd spent years on something and just seen it obliterated in pieces. But I never seen my dad get upset about it. I mean, I'm sure he did, but he didn't show it in front of me anyway. Again, I guess it's this type of example he always set. But something interesting too. Always love radio controlled stuff, planes and boats. And again, I'll see if I can find some photos and post those as well. But yeah, 7th tee shot coming up, par 3. Well, first time today, hit it to the left, you guys. I'm sure this is gonna go great. Not a bad one for me. Big drop off there. You don't want to end up down there, or to the right. I was to the left, which is just as bad. I ended up in the sand. But all right, guys, here I am at the 8th tee box here. 366 yards, par 4 from the white tees. So see what we can do here the last 2 holes. What I did mention about my dad is he loved golf. Ironically, he used to always try to get me to go golfing with him. I mean, always asked me to go, wanted to teach me how to play, and I had no interest in golf. I was busy doing other things, and didn't take up Hackers of Michigan or actually playing golf until 2 years ago. So, and by then, my dad was already far along with his Alzheimer's and couldn't come out. So, definitely regret not taking him up on those offers to play with him. It would have been nice to get him part of this. We would have had a lot of fun together doing Hackers of Michigan for sure. But yeah, he loved golf, always talked about it, always watched it. I didn't want to hear about it, but he always talked about it and wanted to get me involved. And I regret not joining him in it, but it's the way things go, I guess. Get wrapped up, I guess. Take some things and people for granted. So anyway, 8th tee shot coming up. Come on, get on the green. Come on. I was hoping I'd be putty. It looks like I'm just short. Got a 6. Bought 3 beers to drink today, guys. I haven't even gone through one. And actually it made me think of my dad, because I never in my life saw my dad drink a beer. He never drank a beer, and he would have a glass of wine once in a while with dinner. Never saw him have liquor or a beer or anything like that. He was against all of that. He didn't like what it did to you, how you lost some of your control. So again, not a bad thing, a good example. Hey guys, I just pulled up to the 9th tee box here. It's 451 yards from the whites, par 5. So I'm already, I think, over 50 after 8 holes. So not looking good for me. But again, it's business as usual for me when it comes to golf. But I mentioned earlier my dad was in the military, and one of his most favorite stories was when he was in the military. He got called, his unit got called to a small town in California to keep the Hells Angels out of the town, and there was a big standoff between the military and the Hells Angels. And my dad always loved to talk about that story, how they turned the Hells Angels around from going into this town in California. But I always thought that was an interesting story. But when his mind started going, he's told that story quite often. You know how the disease goes. But he was proud of. I think he was proud of that time or that moment that he was part of that. He always loved to talk about it. But he also had a 55 Chevy that he worked on all the time. Loved his 55 Chevy. I'll try to post a picture of that as well. When I got married, I actually he actually let me use it because I love the car too. I drove it from our wedding hall to our reception hall. So we hung the cans on it and all that stuff. But yeah, my dad loved his 55 Chevy, so love to tinker around with that. So again, I'll see if I can post some pictures of that. But again, final tee shot coming off here, guys. Par 5, hole 9, Tyrone Hills. Alright guys, this is my 5th shot here at Tyrone Hills on a par 5. Let's see if we can end on a strong note here. Alright, got a par, guys. Hey guys, so that wraps up the special episode of Hackers of Michigan here at Tyrone Hills in Fenton. Guys, I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning or earlier, but this was opened in '61. It's a Bruce Matthews design. It's a well-groomed course, well-maintained. Not gimmicky at all. Everything's right in front of you, like I mentioned. Staff is awesome. Very affordable course. Pace of play is usually fine here. No complaints. I might be a little bit biased because it is my home course, but love Tyrone Hills. You wouldn't regret it. Again, it's right off of US 23, located between Fenton and Heartland. off the center road exit. Easy on, easy off, like I said. That's also always nice. Tyrone Hill is strongly recommended for either new golfers or seasoned golfers alike. Definitely come here and give it a try. Again, guys, I apologize for my golf today. I golfed at 56. I finished strong, though, with a par in the last hole, par 5, hole 9 there. So that's always a good thing. Again, 56 isn't nothing to brag about. I think I'm definitely going to dive into some lessons again beginning of next year. So maybe even in the off season I can start that up. But I appreciate you guys navigating the course with me today. Hopefully you got a good idea what Tyrone's like. And also I appreciate you guys listening to me as I kind of reminisce or talked about my dad. I appreciate you guys listening in, and hopefully I didn't bore you too much with my facts. But definitely recommend coming out here golfing solo, guys, more often. I mean, this is my first time. Loved it. I mean, just to be able to, just the mental aspect of it, to be able to, the peace and to be able to center yourself or ground yourself is really nice. And I strongly recommend, if you never golf solo, give it a try. You won't be disappointed at all. And I guess my message to everyone is, if your dad is still around, give him a call. And better yet, stop by, do something with him, spend time with him. Because, you know, he's not going to be around forever, right? Tomorrow's not guaranteed. So spend the time with him while you can, guys. And I guess for those of us that don't have our dads, and for me, I'm going to use him as my dad as an example to make a better version of myself every day, better father, better person all around. Try to improve and use what he left behind as template for me to follow. So take the positives and move forward. That's all you can do, guys. Again, thanks for everything. Thanks for watching the channel. And I guess that's all I got for you guys today. Until next time, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. I'm out. Bye now.
All right, guys, that wraps up this special episode here at Tyrone Hills. I hope you enjoyed it. I appreciate you guys along for the ride with me today as I talked about my dad, and I hope you got a good idea of what Tyrone's like. Until next time, I'll catch you guys in the flippity flip. Oh!